Okay, we're going to go over the 4 forms of numbers. You guys were so good when we talked about this that I know you're going to do a great job now. The first form, you know it. It's standard form. It is regular, everyday, ordinary, what you expect to see numbers. It's what you're used to seeing. What's that number? It's 147, and it's in standard form. That's how you've seen numbers your whole life, standard. You didn't call them standard form before, but now we do. We're in 3rd grade. We use big words. The next form I want to talk about is word form. This one's not hard either. You just write down what you say. 147. 147. 1. 147. 100. 147. 147. Am I really worried about my spelling right now? Not really. And if I am worried about spelling, then I can just look in my math folder at the math words that we have in there. I've got numbers written out for you. This is our word form, our written form. It makes sense because I'm writing in words. We have 2 more forms that I want to practice. What's that one? It's expanded. You make it bigger. Now, I have taught you a trick for expanded form, and I want you to use it every single time. I want you to draw the house. For this number, we only need the units house because, well, it's a number that fits in the units house. Ones, tens, hundreds. Let me put that number in the units house. Now remember what I do? I bring down the first digit, turn the rest to zeros. Bring down the digit that comes next, turn the rest to zeros. And then I bring down the last digit, and there's nothing else to turn to zeros. You know you've done that part correctly if your diagonal matches what goes across the top. Do they match? They do. I'm going to use red so this really shows. So now I'm going to take these numbers, 100, and add them because I'm expanding this number. And then I always like to finish it by writing what it equals. The last form we have, standard form, word form, expanded form, and lastly, I think you did this one in the primary pretty much, block form. I like this, you get to draw a little bit. So I just go back to looking at my standard form number and I say, hey, what digit is in the hundreds place? Ones, tens, hundreds. My 1 is in the hundreds place. So I'm going to make a 100 square and I put an H in it so you can tell what I'm drawing. Ones, tens, how many tens? 4. So I make 4 tens. Are they fancy? No. Can you tell they're tens? Yes. Now I have to do my ones. How many ones? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, it's not fancy, but you can tell. They're my 4 forms of numbers. Oh, that'll make a fat pen. Standard form, word form or written form, expanded form, and block form.